The four techniques that you're going to use in this artwork are the flat wash, graded wash, blended wash, and wet on wet charging technique. So I'm going to go ahead and mix up puddles of my colors for my color scheme so I have them all ready to go when I'm doing this. I'm going to show you the four techniques that I want you to use in this artwork in this area. Now you need to choose brushes strategically. If you are painting a tiny section, you should maybe not use the most gigantor brush, and vice versa. If you're painting a big section, you should maybe not use the teeniest eyelashes brush. That's not a big enough brush. Follow my own advice. A flat wash is a solid color where we keep the water connected and we let it dry all at the same time so it doesn't have any brush strokes in it. So I need to work quickly. Make sure I have even color. Extra careful around the edges. And then I'm going to leave it. A graded wash is where we are going from hue to clear. Start in on a side or in a corner. As you move your brush farther away from your hue corner, let the color kind of fall out. If you need to wipe your brush off, do that. Put that in, you should have clear water. So you have a flat wash, graded wash, a blended wash is where we have two colors that blend together. It is a graded wash in one direction and then another graded wash in the other direction. If your pigment isn't falling out of your brush quick enough, rinse it or dry it. Don't end up with the same color and value all the way across. And quickly before that dries, go in the opposite way. And remember, that whole area should be wet at once, so it can dry at once together. So we have our flat wash, our graded wash, our blended wash, and then the last technique, which is a new technique that we haven't done yet together, is called wet on wet, and I use the phrase charging a lot because you basically charge an area with color. I'm going to start with a pretty translucent layer of color. I'm going to monitor the shine on my paper by tilting my head. I want a textured shine, okay? I want to be able to see the shine reflected, but I don't want it to be a smooth reflection. Otherwise, that's too much water. A textured reflection. If you need to dip more so it's even, do so. And then you're going to take your other colors in your color scheme and charge it. So see where I drop a color is where I am charging up my colors, like putting more power to it. And it's going to fade and blend out like fireworks. The first color you do will probably spread more than the last color because while you work, things dry. Those are the four techniques you're going to use to do this. Now, the four-color math theorem, four-color math, I can't remember what it is. But you can color a map with only 4 colors without any of the sides of the same color touching. So we're going to do that with this, but with techniques. So this area can't be that technique. Neither can this area or this area. But this area that's inside and doesn't have a side that is shared with that wet on wet technique could be that technique. So you shouldn't have a blended area next to a blended area, a graded area next to a graded area, and vice versa.